quite sure how to start this one.
Well, you're supposed to say,
Action.
start.
Start your
3, 2,
engines.
1. All right, that's just our CGI profile.
Yes.
What you're supposed to say is, I'm Paul, and riffs are better.
No, I think if I remember correctly, we talked about you were going to start this off from now on.
Okay.
Because we get tripped up when I say riffs and I say Paul and this is the riffs. I point at you and then it gets confusing.
I'll say Paul. I'm Paul, and this is the Riffs and Rhythms and Riffs Are Better show.
We should do like a whole totally flip the switch episode.
One day we'll be each other. That's hilarious. So, like, if I'm starting it, then I'm Kevin, and this is
Paul, and I'm the Rhythms.
And I'm the Riffs, and this is the Riffs and Rhythms podcast. Welcome, everybody.
So, yeah, it's been a while. It's been a minute.
I know. How have you been? The kids must be huge now.
Yeah, they're out of the house, so they've got their own kids, and their kids have kids.
Awesome.
So when you're listening to this in the future, like in 70 years, it will make a lot more sense than really what I'm lying about, or maybe, or not. So, yeah. No, it's they're good. Family's good. Is everything good with you? Health-wise, family-wise, and all that?
Yes. Life is good.
Good. So we, God, I'm tired. I'm like really tired. So
every time you have a good idea, it just like dies on the vine before you can say it.
It does. It's definitely, and if if you wonder what looks different about me today is.
Yeah, Paul, what looks different about you today?
I'm wearing my glasses today.
No kidding.
So, yeah, it was a little, so yesterday I went to.
I thought it was your beastly good looks that were just enhanced by.
Oh, well, thank you for the compliment. I wasn't quite sure if you were which way you were going to go with that. So, and you're beastly. What did you say?
You liked it. You don't even know what I said.
No, again, because I wasn't even listening.
Are you tired?
Or
Or are you a record?
Oh, geez. No, I'm not going down that road again.
Okay, so what I said was your beastly good looks are somehow enhanced by a hat,
I did hear you say it rightly.
It's your podcast hat that you've got on. What does that say on the front?
So that says drums and rums.
All right, cool.
So I wore this hat yesterday, but I'm also wearing my glasses today, which I know mostly, I'm always been, wearing contacts and, so I'm just tired. My eyes are tired. And last night I forgot to take my contacts out. I slept with them in. And this is the whole backstory is the Rum Renaissance Festival was great. It's a cool event that you can go to. You can sample all sorts of different rums.
Do you have to dress like you're in the medieval Renaissance Festival? And
you don't have to.
Drink rum from the 1200s?
That would be fucking funny as hell if somebody roll in like Ren Fest wear and they're like, oh, we thought this was a Ren Fest. No, most people are wearing tiki shirts and things like that. So So I went down there. This is the third year in a row I've gone, and ever since starting up the pod, 2020 obviously because it was canceled, but I've done it the third time now, and same time every year. Beginning of November, it's a 2-day event. First day on Saturday, it's a seminars, right? So you can sign up for that and listen to the companies come in, talk about aging process, fermentation, distilling, all that stuff. So they've got different companies, distillers that come in, and Sunday is the tasting day. So a lot of people go just to that, just to try stuff.
So when does it start?
So it actually starts on Saturday.
So you gotta wait a whole day before you can taste anything? How do they keep the crowd?
Well, no. Well, so Saturday, if you sign up for Saturday, you're tasting during the seminars some of this new stuff that these companies are bringing. Then the big tasting session is on Sunday. Okay. Yeah, so it's two separate different. It really could be two separate standalone events, but some people go to both and some don't. So this year I did that last year. This year I did just a 1 day, and I actually did it at the last minute. I just wasn't feeling it. I just was like, And then of course, I had some people ask me if I was going, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go, and I'm glad I did because it was good to see, now that I've been doing the Drums and Rums podcast for almost 4 years, it was good to see people in the community, make some new connections, talk to a local distiller or company, hopefully get some new guests on, and hopefully, work on, if they're interested in advertising, sponsoring, any of that stuff would be really cool too. Now, Your new friend Chris, Mr. Knox and
I
Dunn.
was just going to ask about Chris. How's Chris doing?
He's doing good. I have to give Chris. Where's the camera? I have to give Chris. I know Kevin says I shouldn't look at the camera, but I gotta give Chris a lot of props because he definitely is a stand-up guy, and so I'm glad. It's real glad we're friends. And so the reason why I say all that is his beastly good looks too, right? You know, his flowing beard. But anyway, so we went out afterwards. We hung out, and let me just preface this. I did a rookie mistake. I hardly ate anything yesterday, and I went and drank and stuff. And I don't remember. He's like, yeah, don't you remember going to this wine bar? I said, what wine bar? It was bad, bro. It was. I'm a little embarrassed.
You were tasting thoroughly.
So he luckily, you know, I'm glad I had a good friend to be with, you know, because again, if I was out on my own, and which I have done before in the previous years, I'm glad, you know, Chris was there. So big shout out to Chris there. Thanks, Chris from Knox and them. Go try their stuff. They got great rum, 90, over 90 proof rum. No, sorry, take that back. See that how good of a rum drinker I am. Sorry, 86. Sorry. See, I'm so fucking out of it. So I'm so sorry. Glaring glasses. I'm not quite sure. I think
what I'm supposed to make you smart.
Yes, and they're not working actually. So
I can tell.
No. So, but I think though what might help is because I haven't had anything at all today. Is I probably should have started my day off this way. Is I'm gonna go have a little hair of the dog here, and
that's what your obstacle is.
And I'm not going to open that one now. But yeah, so I'll try this out. So yeah, so this is.
I was riding my bike all day yesterday.
Yeah, so this is call the Trailblazer. This is from Connecticut Valley Brewing, a New England style India Pale Ale, 8% alcohol. So this is a pretty cool logo. So they're up here in Connecticut, and hold it right spot. And compliments of. House of Wine, Beer, and Spirits. Our buddy, Mr. Perez the Perez, hooked us up again here with some beer here. So we're going to try some tonight. So we'll take some pictures of that can. That's a pretty cool can there. What kind of motorcycle do you think that looks like?
That's an old board track bike. I would venture to say it's probably something that's copyrighted, and I'm not going to mention it.
Yes. If you guys don't know, Kevin rides motorcycles and... You know,
as often as possible.
Yes.
Rode all day yesterday.
So
it was great.
Yep. Well, cheers. Let's give this a try here and see how it goes.
Motorcycle beer's got to be good.
For being an IPA, and I'm not a big IPA guy. I get a little bit of. Is this a little? Do we get a little bit of orange too?
I noticed that there's little orange.
Oh, see, I didn't even
designs on the and orange label. Hello.
See, guys, I'm still.
Should have been
totally
a clue for you there.
I'm out of it. Yes, so yeah, this is pretty good.
But it's just a hint. It's just like they showed the beer in orange while it was brewing, and that's it.
Yeah, it's like It's not up front. It's on the back. You know, the taste.
It's good. Like in IPAs, oftentimes are bitter or too hoppy.
Yeah, right.
Like the trendy thing is to make them way too hoppy. This is nice. And again, I don't like orange beers, but
this is two in a row.
This is pretty good. 2 in a row.
Yeah. So check that out there if you're interested. Check out House of Wine, Beer, and Spirits. They're our good buddy Mario Perez. We're gonna have to get him come on. Now he can be, he may take over hosting duties. So the show
as good as you're doing today, we may have to.
You may have to call a sub. We may have to call to the bullpen and bring the right hander in.
So we've never actually had a guest on this.
We have not. Do we want to do that?
I don't know. Do we? Is there room for a guest?
I guess
we need small guests. We need small.
Yes.
We need someone who will fit right here.
Right. Yes. And if you're going to be this close, preferably, should I just say it? Not a guy.
Sure. We are looking for small female guests
over the age of 18. Let's make sure we're putting the disclaimer on that.
So with some sort of, I don't know. They have to have something going on that we can promote. To help them further their career.
Right. So, we have not had guests yet. Maybe maybe take a look into that. And we haven't done live streams yet. We haven't done any live streams. We talked about that. That might be fun to do on a.
We talked about a live stream.
We talked about maybe live streaming the catfish hunting segment.
We did because sometimes we have live
live
catfishing action, and I'm
Fish on.
again. It's Kevin's catfish
Fish
adventures. I'm
okay.
not catfish hunting. You fish for catfish, just so you know. Hunting is for animals with legs.
What did you say? Sound like a little Freudian slip there.
You fish for catfish, and you hunt animals that are on land.
Yeah, but cats are mammals, so that's why maybe it's hunting.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe
that's
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
work,
Anyway,
no.
good
Good try,
yes,
but
good.
no.
All right, I tried. So that's kind of what was going on there. So again, shout out there. It's a cool event if you're interested in getting more into the learn about rum. Is for like 12 from 12 to 5, that's like, I think it's like $70-$60 you can get a ticket, but then you're there all day, you're talking to the companies, and then you can go for 3 hours and just kind of, get,
Taste rum all day.
Yeah, taste rum all day, sample it, try different things, stuff that
Sounds
hasn't come out
horrible.
yet. Yeah, it's so hard being in, a rumfluencer, that, so yeah. But then again, don't do rookie mistakes. I've covered the show before and gave my tips. Definitely, I didn't drink enough water. I didn't eat with a full
Water and
stomach.
food.
Yes. Yeah, you got to consider it a day drinking day. So you need to start with a good protein base. I did actually Google that one time when I went to Sunfest. I want to make sure I used the internet. So it was before TikTok taught everybody everything in life now. So, but yeah, they say recommended.
TikTok has taught anyone anything?
Don't you see the commercials? I learned it on TikTok.
No.
I think they're supposedly
They have TikTok commercials on what?
they're
Where would
promoting TikTok
Where would a TikTok commercial be found?
on TV.
They have television commercials for TikTok?
Yeah, they going backwards. It's like old school. Is that like to try to attract like an older audience, which now makes the younger audience run away from everything that's the old people catch up to?
I don't know. That seems weird because, like, who on TikTok actually watches TV?
Oh, I know. My kids don't.
You're right. They're reaching out to an older demographic.
Right.
In
Yeah.
between the final expense commercial and the Medicare commercial,
That's
now
right.
We'll find a TikTok commercial.
So you got a commercials for Joe Namath in it, trying to pitch. What's he pitching? Reverse mortgage loans.
Oh, no, that's Tom Selleck doing the reverse
Tom Sawyer.
mortgages,
Yeah. Then you got Wilford Brimley. With his diabetes.
Yeah, that's a while ago. You're dating yourself. He's been dead for years.
Not from diabetes, is it?
He died of diabetes.
Rest in peace, Wilford Brimley. So. He
Used to sell. What did he sell? He also sold
It's like from the company.
breakfast cereal. Didn't he sell? Wasn't he on like oatmeal commercials too?
I think so. Yeah. But breakfast cereal, like brand something.
Oh,
it was
oatmeal.
Something,
It was oatmeal.
Oatmeal. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but
Which is bad tie-in because oatmeal does not give you diabetes.
no,
As
unless
Wilfred would say.
unless you pile it up with sugar, and some people do.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. So,
Some people like some oats.
yes,
with their
but yes,
sugar.
TikTok has commercials or has on TV. Yes. So yes,
Well,
so check
then,
it out.
I don't watch TV much.
Well, then you must be very young then. So
I'm
yeah.
young and yes, I'm so young.
You're not the demographic they're looking for.
Yeah, these are not the demographics you're looking for. Move along.
So yeah, so that was what we've been going on. How do we get on TikTok now?
I don't know. We're talking about random
Fuck.
stuff for
Oh.
no reason.
Anyway, let's just move on. So
Please.
Anyway, so yeah, that was we've got going on. Working on some other content for the other show. This is Palm Beach. I went over to this restaurant to meet the chef there to talk about an upcoming show, and he brought out white truffles. You familiar with truffles?
They're mushrooms, aren't they?
Right. Yeah. So he brought out this container. It had all these truffles in it. I guess the whole container. He said it was like about. I don't know if the whole thing was $4,000 or just however many you get, but I was like, holy shit! It was more than the escargot or whatever other.
Apparently, the
stuff.
trick with truffles is
trick with truffles. There you
There's
go.
a trick with truffles is that only pigs are what digs them out and eats them.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And you've got to train the pig to not eat it once it digs it out, and that's why it's so expensive because pigs are stubborn.
So if they eat them, then you
Training
get them
a
on the
pig-
other end.
What is it like? Don't try to train a pig because all it does is piss off the pig. There's some sort of saying. What's the saying about that?
That's actually pretty funny. We're gonna get to that on.
Somebody put the saying in there because that's not right.
Yeah.
There's a saying.
Yeah.
Type that in the comments
Yeah,
if
tell us-
anyone ever watches this.
Yeah, because we're not
Please.
we're too lazy to Google it ourselves. Just we'll believe whatever you tell us. You put it in the comments. We'll believe it as.
So a truffle pig is pissed off because he doesn't get to eat any truffles.
Yes. Okay.
Those are if you find the skinny pigs on the farm, those are the truffle hunters.
Okay.
They're out working all day.
So the
not
fat
eating
bastards
anything.
are the ones you can't trust.
No, those are the delicious ones. You can trust that.
Bacon and truffles. There you go.
Oh yeah, there's no such thing as truffle flavored bacon. I can tell you that.
Oh shit. Uh-oh. So yeah. So anyway, so I got to meet Chef Benoit. He's the chef there at that restaurant, and that's Palm Beach. That's over there on the island. So that what we call the island here. Yes. So we're here.
Beach Island.
So again, if you haven't known and you haven't Googled and stalked us and Facebooked and whatever, yeah, we're in Palm Beach County, and yeah, that's the kind of stuff we got going on here. So yeah. Anyway, so enough about me. What you got going on here?
I got up this morning. No, over the weekend, honestly, I had a great weekend. 2 shows that I perform in a Allman Brothers tribute act called Brothers After All. You can find it at brothersafterall.com. And we had 2 great shows. We played down in Pompano.
Oh,
We played
okay.
up in Stewart. And people, I had this one, it was really cool. I had this one guy go, "This is the most authentic Allman Brothers tribute act I've ever seen. You guys are better than the Allman Brothers." And I've seen the Allman Brothers 100 times.
Wow.
The guy was clearly drinking. But
But I'll take the compliment anyway.
I took the compliment and I ran with it. And that's pretty much the general consensus is that it's a great show and it's very authentic. And we had a great time.
Cool. So yeah, is Pompano? You don't go normally that far south.
No, we played at a place called Galuppi's.
Okay. Yep.
And only in Florida is there a concert venue at a golf course.
Really?
It is like, every golf course has a bar at the end.
Yeah.
This bar has an entire giant restaurant and a huge concert venue
Really?
associated with it. Yes, in Pompano Beach, Florida.
Oh.
So, when you're done with a day of golf, you can watch a straight up rock concert.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, quite cool.
That's pretty cool. So they should let you guys loose on the golf course and grab some golf carts and you definitely
Now, we would have ruined the golf course for sure.
and got hurt and wouldn't have been able to do the
Florida
second
man
show.
does golf.
Yeah. Star Spangled Banner standing on top of
We
the
just
golf
spent
course.
the first 2 hours of the day souping up the golf cart so we could lay rubber.
Yeah, I've heard of Galuppi's.
The kind of golfing I like to do is with rifles and clay pigeons.
Okay.
'Cause
You've been out to Okeechobee?
the shooting range is great because it's just like golf, except you use a rifle. It's way better.
So I've been out there once before. It was fun. I don't normally shoot. I don't own guns, but I don't have a problem, with guns, but just not my thing. But yeah, I had a pretty good time. I had the first time I was shooting skeet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely the shotgun's got a little bit of pow.
Oh yeah.
So and it's not as easy as playing duck hunt. I'll tell you,
Yeah.
it's a little tough.
Yeah.
They come out to shoot pretty
They shoot a frisbee out in the air, and you got to try and hit it with your shotgun. It's not for the faint of heart.
No.
You got to know what you're doing.
Yeah, for sure. But definitely was
It's not like in the movies where you just go.
yeah.
You hit everything.
He never had to reload.
Yeah. Wow, that's a huge clip. You had 276
Damn, what kind of shotgun?
bullets.
How many shells are in that shotgun? Right, it's not an automatic shotgun either, but
Yeah.
um,
An automatic shotgun.
I think they have them. Of course they have them. I've seen them I've seen it in Fortnite.
Oh yeah, well.
Yeah,
that's
because the video games.
isn't it? Yeah.
So cool. No, and then the second one was Terra Firmata, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Terra Firmata, our home stadium,
Okay.
and it was standing room only. Always a blast there.
Cool. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't make it. So
We played for Terra Firmata's 11th anniversary. Thank you, Eric.
oh, cool.
And just a shout out for Terra Firmata. Terra Firmata is the premier music venue in Martin County and the surrounding areas. and it's super cool, super quaint. It's an amazing spot, and Eric runs that place out of the goodness of his heart and keeps it open even when it's not profitable, so that bands in like the community, the Martin County community loves good music.
Yeah.
And he can keep that community supplied with good music. He does it for that, not because it's a cash cow.
Cool. Well,
So
here.
support Terra Firmata in Stuart, Florida, by
So-
attending concerts that I'm playing.
Yeah, I always feel like Stewart, the Manatee area, the Pocket, Port Salerno, St. Lucie. Those two counties, you're sometimes a little jealous. It's actually a good little local music scene. Again, we know, but those that are watching or listening may not, because if you don't live here, but there's a lot of great musicians, and I know you've talked about it, or you and Brad, our good buddy Brad Brock, he talks about it. You guys talk about it all the time. Obviously, you're both musicians yourselves.
Yeah, Brad Brock
Right.
from the Jams and Cocktails
That's right,
podcast.
yes. We need to have him
Available on a platform near you.
He took a little break. Maybe we should have him on as our third. He's short and fits. He may fit in the middle.
He's a little wide for this, but we
That's
could get a
true.
fisheye lens and have it
That's
work.
right. So we'll just if not, we'll just cast his doppelganger, Peter Dinklage.
Okay.
You watch Game of Thrones at all?
No, it's on my list of stuff to watch.
Okay, that's it. We talked about that already. No,
Yes.
Peter Dinklage. He was in the movie Elf. He was the little person. You've probably seen him and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can't miss him. Not because he's
Not because he's
diminutive
tall.
stature.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Anyway, so cool. So a couple shows there, and how's the fundraising going for?
Slow.
So is it?
It's going slow. We've got 4 fundraising shows, and my best estimate is we're only going to raise about half of what we need. So we need some
Big cash injection here.
We need some patrons of the arts to help us get to Memphis.
So check out kmblues.com.
Mm-hmm.
So get there, support. Actually, and I did talk. Speaking of the trip, I did talk to one of your favorite rum people. I said, "Hey," you want to go to Memphis? We already talked about it being on the rum bus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we'll see. I was trying to sweet.
Get me a doctor. That's Van Halen would say.
Yes. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see if we can see how he could swing that. But yeah, he can go up to Memphis and sling some rum up there. So I don't know if he can or how that would work. But yeah, that'd be a pretty friggin' badass. Did I show you the pictures of the bus? It's pretty badass.
Is it?
It's yeah. It's like an
Haven't
RV.
seen-
It's an RV basically.
Is it the one that I've seen on the outside, or is it a different one?
What do you mean? Oh, so maybe you've seen it then?
I've seen the outside of
Yeah. I haven't even seen the inside yet.
a vehicle.
I need to see now that he's back in town. I have to ask him. So anyway, I totally forgot to ask him about the getting a tour of the bus.
Well, I'm
The
just
tour bus.
lodging and traveling is going to
Yeah.
cost us about $5,000,
Right.
not including eating and
Yeah.
covering the wages we lose by being gone for a week.
Right.
So and so far we've raised, I think, about under $1,000 so far.
Oof.
So we're on the trail for raising money, and we're not asking for anything for free. We'll make it worth your while.
Yeah.
But we need to get that covered somehow.
All right. Yeah, we got to figure this out. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah. And I think, I'm still trying to think about if it's cool traveling. Maybe go and we'll cover do a little documentary or something. That'd be kind of cool.
It would.
So a little road trip in action there and keep up.
Nothing
the
makes you look
show.
more cool as a musician than a couple of camera people
Yeah, that's
walking
right.
behind you.
That's right. With no film in it, but nobody knows. It just looks cool.
Now you don't need to. All you need to do to be a camera crew now is just hold your phone like this all the time.
Oh shit! So cool. Anything else noteworthy?
The album's still in production.
Okay.
In negotiations with a potential booking agent.
Oh, okay.
An additional booking agent that will get in cooperation with the bands, all the bands that I'm in, and like do a package show and play all over the country.
Oh, that's cool.
It may or may not happen. What else is going on? That's pretty much it.
Okay. That's pretty cool. So it'd be like I saw Pantera and Zakk Wylde is coming to Sunrise, the stadium, the arena.
They're playing together at the same time?
Yes.
Or separate shows?
No, well, I guess one's opening for the other. I would assume Zakk is opening.
Zakk Wylde.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
Well, that makes total sense because Zakk is playing in
Pantera,
now.
right? Yeah.
So to do a double bill, well, that's genius because Zakk gets paid twice.
Exactly, right. Yeah, but I don't know, man. He stopped drinking. He was like cut back because he was having some major health problems.
Was he?
He doesn't even drink anymore. But there is actually. So you familiar with downtown West Palm a little bit?
Sort of, kind of. Maybe.
There's a place in there, bar, I guess. I don't know, food. I guess they have to. Yeah, they have food. Hubaloo.
Mm-hmm.
And across the street from Respectables, and they actually have a drink on the menu. They actually some cool musician named drinks. And they had one that was called Dimebag Darrell. And it was it's like some peppers in it. It's spicy. It's hot.
They got a little red action in there.
Yeah. So it was good. It was a little zinger, but it was good. So. But yeah,
Very cool.
But speaking of that, though, is we probably at some point we'll have to talk a little bit more about it. Is Rockville? They announced the bands for Rockville. And I had commented on
had Rockville, and now they're advancing Rockville next year.
Another for May
2024.
Yeah, I was looking at it here. Hold on, let me pull this up because this is like a crazy. I had said, is there this many bands actually?
Yeah, it's like a 3-day, all day, all night rock
Four.
festival. Oh, 4 days.
Yeah. So if you're not familiar with Rockville, it's in
Daytona.
It's in Daytona Beach.
They just did it like 2 weeks ago, didn't they?
No, that was back in the spring. I said it was.
I
know
it
it
was
feels
a
like
week after the bike rally. I must be.
That's it. Bike week, kind of
Bike
time
week,
frame.
not Biketoberfest.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
I usually go to both.
And it's like I think there's like nearly like 120 bands. Now again, tickets are like $200-$300 minimum.
And that's a deal.
So
That's like $2 a band.
all right, let me read off
120 bands?
Dude.
Did you say 120 bands?
Well, yeah,
How many
hold on.
stages do they have? 4 hours? 4 days?
Well, that's just it.
Divided by 120?
Somebody commented. Yeah,
That's a
there's
little much. They gotta have like 10 stages.
somebody commented. Yes, there is a multiple stages. That's how they get to do it, right? So where is the fucking lineup here?
Young man,
So I'm gonna
What's the
wash my mouth out with soap.
wash your mouth out with beer, please.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Let me just click on the lineup here. This is okay. Foo Fighters,
Okay.
Motley Crue,
Okay.
Slipknot, unless they figure out their drummer situation. Slipknot fired their drummer, or they parted ways.
Oh, they won't have any trouble getting another.
Jelly Roll, which I'm not. He's a country musician, right?
I don't know what Jelly Roll does.
Limp Bizkit, going old school back in the '90s. Here, Disturbed, right?
Disturbed,
right.
yes.
Queens of the Stone Age, which is be cool
Okay.
because I don't know if Dave Grohl will sit in on drums because he sometimes plays with Queens of the Stone Age. Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah. You're familiar with Greta Van Fleet, right?
Yep. A lot of people say they sound a lot like Led Zeppelin
Yeah,
kind of
they do.
vibe.
They do.
Evanescence. They haven't heard that in a while.
Well, hey. Amy.
Falling in Reverse.
Okay.
Day to Remember. Breaking Benjamin. Bad Omens. Judas Priest. The Offspring. Mudvayne. Kiko Wetzel. Stone STP. I guess they're back.
Stone Temple Pilots.
They did get a new singer. That's right.
Piloting the Stone Temple
Primus.
again. Primus. Oh.
Cypress Hill.
Okay.
Sum 41.
Okay.
Mr. Bungle.
They're branching out to. They must have like a hip hop stage and a.
That's weird. So I guess Scotty Ian from Anthrax plays in Mr. Bungle.
Clearly, or his brother. His twin
Yeah.
brother. Does he have
Oh well, yeah. Man, he got that freaking crazy
I bet
go-to.
Anthrax is on the bill too.
Yes, yeah, it is. In this moment, Architects, Royal Blood, and that's actually cool. I started seeing. When I found out about Royal Blood, it was like, oh, it's just a guy, guitar, singer, and a drummer. It's a duo, and it's kind of like, what's the other band?
A duo with 3 people.
No, it's just 2 people.
You said a guitarist, a singer, and
Well,
a
the
drummer.
guitarist sings too, or maybe they both sing. I don't know.
You okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Who are the other ones? They have anyway. I can't remember the other. Anthrax. Yep. There you go.
Yep.
Black Veil Brides. Polyphia.
Oh, Polyphia.
Oh.
Probably one of the coolest new guitar bands
Really?
around. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
If you haven't listened to Polyphia,
Okay.
a bunch of kids, look at them. They're like 12.
I know.
They're amazing
It's-
guitar players.
So about
Well, they're probably in their early 20s. But.
really long hair. Definitely got some.
Oh, yeah, wow. Those weirdo rockers, some of them have long hair.
I know,
just, you know.
hippies, you hippies.
Kerry King?
Kerry King's, I guess, doing his own band
Kerry
thing
King doing
because
his
he
own
didn't
band?
he didn't start Slayer. I mean, Slayer ended. I mean, they could have continued Slayer with Jeff, had him pass Skillet. So there's a
Some skillet action.
Yep. So Theory of a Dead Man, Flyleaf with Lacey Stern,
Okay, Flyleaf is good.
Wage War,
Never seen so much
Clutch.
sound come out of
That's
such
a,
a small person
early
before.
2000s band also.
Clutch.
Right. Tech Nine, which I'm not sure how Tech Nine
Okay.
fits into it. Mammoth there, old
Oh, yeah.
Wolfgang Van Halen's band.
Wolfgang's playing.
Star Set, Living Color. Now that'd be cool.
Ooh, that's,
See them.
yeah.
They're actually coming to the Hard Rock Orlando with Extreme.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That actually might be a pretty good show.
Vernon Reed, Corey Glover.
And oh yeah, we haven't. No, I've totally forgot about catching up. I saw George Thorogood since the last time we did. We
Oh,
talk
really?
about that? I tell you,
Did we talk about George Thorogood?
I don't remember. Well, anyway, but yeah,
Watch every episode and find out.
and tell us if we're
Yeah,
actually
tell us what we're talking about.
repeating
here, 'cause we don't
ourselves here.
even know.
But
no,
yeah,
I don't think
okay.
that
So,
you
yeah,
told
so-
me anything. What time is it? Are we going to run over time?
No, we're doing good. We got
We
like
haven't even
we
talked
got
about
6.
anything yet.
We got 6 minutes to.
Oh wait, no,
So
we talked about.
Yeah, we
some
caught up.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, this is a crazy lineup. Like I said, I'm kind of almost. I was going to go in 2020. Machine Head, Living Color, Insane Clown Posse, In Flames, Slaughter to Prevail, The Ghost Inside, The Struts, one of our bands
Ooh,
we
reviewed
reviewed.
the Struts.
Yes.
Good band.
POD,
POD.
Code Orange,
Oh,
Electric
great.
Callboy L7. Oh man, okay.
L7.
Yep.
Isn't that an engine?
Yeah. Baroness, Shadows Fall. So a lot of
Okay, a
good
lot of
good
good
mix of
bands.
Atreyu, August Burns Red, Of Mice and Men, All Them Witches,
So with
Apocalyptica. Everyone's that's
Apocalyptica?
with all the cellos doing heavy metal music. The Chats, Kitty.
Okay,
wow.
so we're doing like a 10-minute commercial for Rockville here.
I guess should we just invoice them?
Yes, we should.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, follow the rest. I won't tell you anymore because there is.
Rockville is going
I'm
to
still.
be
I'm
in-
still scrolling here. Okay.
Yeah, there's 120 bands. It's going to take years to get through them all.
Yes. So, anyway, so yeah, so check that. Anyway, so yeah, that might be an interesting show to check out too. Though coming
Rockville,
up
I've
there.
got some
So.
friends that go to Rockville religiously, and they love it.
Yeah, you camp out there. You can go camp and hang out in the infields, like going to a NASCAR race without all the cars.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, something like that. So, but speaking, before I forget, I know we were going to talk about our music news, which was not that actually, but I might keep my fingers crossed. There's an event every year, beginning of December, down at Rockin' Ribs. You familiar with Rockin' Ribs? So Nico McBrain, the drummer from Iron Maiden, lives.
Is that his place?
That's his place.
Okay.
He does a charity like Christmas toy, drive thing, and he has a bunch of bands. It's in the whole parking lot and all that. It's super cool event. I always don't get a chance to make it. And I reached out to somebody who's performing there, one of the drummers who's been on the show. So shout out to Kevn Frigé from Angels of War. You probably have heard of those guys, right?
I have. Good band.
And I said, hey, couldn't you connect? I said, oh, it'd be great like if I did a live show from there, interviewing the drummers, hopefully interview Nico. That'd be awesome,
Riffs and Rhythms interviews the drummers.
And in both,
Yeah.
either way, yeah. Well, we got a lot of options to roll here, so
Yeah,
that'd
from
be
what I
pretty cool.
understand, Nico McBrain is super cool.
Yeah. So so I don't keep fingers crossed. Hopefully they dig it. I don't think I know the drums and rum stuff kind of puts people off because of the name and reference to alcohol in it. Some people it's weird. Some people really, and I'm like, we don't have to talk about rum. We don't have to talk. We talk about solely.
There's a lot of people who have had to give up alcohol.
True.
Don't like that, and I don't blame them.
I get it.
I congratulate them for being able to do that.
So definitely, I know it's tough. So I always sometimes struggle with that. But anyway, so here's what we're going to get to, our music news story here.
We have a music news story.
Yes, okay. So do you watch or pay attention to any of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame stuff?
Loosely.
Okay. So
I know that there's not much rock and roll going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
well,
lately.
this year might not be too bad, right? Okay. So this year the inductees were hold on, let me make sure I read this right.
Yeah, a lot of people get inducted into there that don't play rock and roll, but a lot of great rock and rollers aren't there.
Right.
So I want to find out how much it costs to get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I will pay it. Because that's a great way to get people to buy my album. Oh, what is a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Probably like 62 bazillion crypto coins.
Yes. So, all right. So, Missy Elliott, Willie Nelson, Sheryl Crow, Shaka Khan, Soul Train, creator Don Cornelius.
Okay, is there anyone on that list play rock and roll? No.
Okay. No, I guess it is.
Not even one.
I guess you can't even really say Sheryl Crow. I mean, she at
Sheryl
least
Crow,
is closest.
She's the closest to rock and roll, I
Okay.
suppose.
Have all been inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, with Kate Bush also finally reaching the top of that hill. So they just recently were in the latest list of inductees. So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting when you. So here's
You
a
need to change the name of it from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to just the Music Hall of Fame, because there ain't no rock and roll on that list.
No, I know that's always been the big rub, right?
Clearly, you just have to. I don't even know what the criteria are, but clearly, rock and roll is not one of them.
We're going to have an upcoming episode where we do a review of a rocker from the 80s. Big, everyone remembers him from MTV. And this person's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So stay tuned to the next episode
But he
to
should
find
be in the
out.
Punk Hall of Fame. He's a
He's
punker.
true. Yeah, that's true. It's true, punk. So
He's punk.
Did we give enough away? I'm not sure. We didn't spoil that.
Yeah, if anyone figures that
Yeah.
out, you're a genius.
Anyway, so yeah, so hopefully, yeah, you stay tied in there.
Keeps buzzing.
I think it's the something over there. I think the toast, the cookies are done.
Toast
Yeah,
finished?
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the list of. Did I read the wrong thing? No, maybe I did. Where was it? 2024. What year are we in? Oh shit!
It's 2023, Paul.
Wow. See how off I am.
See, he's a drummer. But
My
that doesn't-
time, my timing's off.
That doesn't make any sense. Drummers are usually too fast. But drummers should be able to count. I mean, please.
I can't even read numbers. I'm looking at 2023, thinking that's like last year. It's almost.
Yeah, well,
We're getting there.
Don't push us off the map yet. Come on now.
Oh yeah. So anyway, that was the rock and roll. But yeah, I usually
Those are
watch.
the nominees for next year.
No, this is this year. This is they already had. This already took place
It just happened recently.
last week.
Yeah.
Yes, and so that's who got voted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame there, and I think HBO usually plays it. Usually right around probably around Thanksgiving
There was
time.
something different about the broadcast of that, or maybe that was the country music one.
Well, I don't know. I know Country Music Show, the awards was last week also, right? And one of our songs that we reviewed also, Try This in a Small Town, that got some Oh, no. I'm mixing that up with Tracy Chapman. That was the first female black songwriter artist that won an award because...
Country Music Association. Oh, because somebody redid it.
Yeah, Jason Aldean.
Yeah, Jason Aldean just
Right.
basically just played it as a cover tune. He
Right,
didn't
right.
really redo it.
So they, So I don't know. That's like somebody said. Are we now recycling songs now because we can't write our own? I mean, I know Jason Aldean. Don't send the hate mail. We know Jason Aldean can
Jason
write.
Aldean can write, and he's got great songwriters.
Yeah.
But for some reason he put it out. I'm sure there's a good
Yeah,
reason.
yeah.
It's a great song. That could be it.
So here, just go back here to our list of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So I read off the inductees who got inducted. Here's the list of who the nominees were for this year.
Well, this will be interesting. Maybe
Okay.
there'll be some rock and roll on that list.
There is
Okay, good.
Kate Bush. We talked about was
Yeah,
inducted.
she's a heavy metal
Right.
rock and roller all the way.
Sheryl Crow, right? Well, she did. Sheryl Crow did the song with.
Yeah, but Kate Bush. I mean, come on. All right, but keep going. Maybe just leave the Kate off. Bush is a rock band.
That's true. Missy Elliott,
Yeah,
rock
she's
and roll.
totally a rock and roll band.
Iron Maiden,
Oh, and they didn't get nominated?
nope. Joy Division, New Order.
I've never ever even heard of that.
That's like an '80s band. New Order. Cyndi Lauper,
Cyndi Lauper, okay.
George Michael,
George Michael got nominated for the rock and
Willie Nelson,
roll. What?
Rage Against the Machine,
Okay, now we're in the right category, sort of.
Soundgarden,
Okay, a little better.
The Spinners. 50s, 60s? Yeah, no. How were they?
50s, 60s is more pure rock and roll than any of the everybody.
A Tribe Called Quest.
Not familiar with them.
They're R&B rap group.
Not a rock and roll group. They're an R&B rap group.
Yes,
Possibly somebody should have.
not that R, the other R.
Somebody should have nominated them for the R&B Rap Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the White Stripes,
Okay, I've heard of them.
another duo band, right?
Are they?
Right, they're Jack White, and last Warren Zevon in the Werewolves of London.
And he didn't.
No, I just read. Yeah. So there, to be eligible for nomination, an artist band must have released its first commercial recording at least 25 years prior to the year of nomination. 8 out of the 14 of these nominees are on the ballot for the first time.
If that could happen, but like if I was actually like nominated, like and actually elected into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame,
Right.
and I beat out Iron Maiden and Warren Zevon, I would give it back. I would just drive over to Warren's house or Nico's house,
Right.
and just give them the award because they deserve
I
it
know.
way more than me.
Well, that was the same thing like with Judas Priest.
How could you possibly
Judas Priest got voted in last year.
accept an award like that?
Well,
And
I
you
think
don't
what's
even play rock and roll.
Well, that's the funny thing, right? So if you've been inducted into your Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and your bands that have influenced you, made you who you were, isn't, what does that say about that?
It says that all you got to do is pay to get in. There's obviously some other criteria besides rock and roll that is utilized for induction. Induction?
Induction. Yes.
Induction is an electrical term.
Isn't that like in the
That's
oven?
what happens when you get electrocuted. There's induction happening. Maybe everybody who gets inducted gets literally is getting electrocuted.
It's possible, yes. So
You know a little bit about electricity.
I do.
Induction is a
Don't
measurement of electricity, isn't it?
don't put your fork in the outlet. Turn off your breakers when you're working.
Induction. Well, what is induction? Induction is
I'm not an electrical engineer.
some sort of thing. Induction is a thing. So let's Google induction.
Here we go. So anyway, this segment is not brought to you by Google and our search
We're going to use an aimless
chat.
license-free.
DuckDuckGo.
How about what are the other ones? What's the one that they get advertised all the time? It's some of
Yahoo. Ask
No,
Jeeves. There's the Chinese one. I think
Whatever.
they also
There's
have
a
too.
Chinese.
Yeah, there's a Chinese web browser.
There's a Chinese search option, and probably everything you ask for it talks about how great the Chinese government is.
It probably does.
Yeah. What was I going to do?
You're going to look up
Oh,
induction.
I'm going to look up the definition of induction.
Now, see, if you watch the previous episode about the squirrels, that was just happened there. He got sidetracked. Suffering from can't remember shit.
Induction. The first thing that comes up is
Inducing.
Is a financial institution.
Oh. I think you're thinking about...
No, induction is one of the things that they measure electricity. It has to do with transformers.
What's your...
I know guitar pickups have an induction rating.
Okay. So how much the...
There's an induction. There's other stuff called induction. Induction.
Type in induction electricity. Let's see. Who gets
You know what? My spell checker messed me up. I typed in episode instead of definition.
Electromagnet induction. Induction is process of electric forces.
The action or process of inducting someone. Okay, no. The process of acting of bringing about or giving rise to something. The inference of a general law.
All right, are we really looking up
The production
Google
of an
stuff?
Oh, here it is. The production of an electric or magnetic state by the proximity of an electrified or magnetized body.
Oh.
See, also magnetic induction. So this is how electricity is born, through induction.
Okay.
Because they take a big wad of copper and they spin it between magnets, and poof, electricity is born.
Yeah, right. That's inside it. Right, inside
That's
a transformer.
the act of creating electricity
Right, it's-
is induction. I knew it was a thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. The kids had to do the generator, build generators, and
It's not
with
like
a drill.
It's not like your paycheck is involved in any of that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm probably now gonna get fired now. So, you don't know what that is?
Yeah, you should definitely get fired.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway.
induction is.
All right. Well, anyway, that's our boondoggle of our podcast here. What we've been going on up this week here.
I nominate this as the officially worst episode ever.
It probably is. We started off bad. We may have to edit that out. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll edit it out. Well, it's 30 minutes long. We'll edit out like 31 minutes of it.
All right. This is a micro podcast. Everything you need to know, just play it on like 4 times the speed, and then you'll get through it quicker.
Yeah, don't ever use this as our demonstration.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we had some good ones, and sometimes we have some bad ones, and this is maybe not be one of our bangers. So, as the kids
You
say,
never know.
That's
It
true.
could become our most popular one. It's definitely
cool.
the dumbest one we've ever done.
Yes. So, but that was probably because again I was way tired. And again, if you look at I'm looking at myself in the camera there. Wow, my eyes are like.
You
furry.
look like you've left your contacts in all night after a hard day of tasting rum.
That's right. So don't do what I did. So anyway, yeah.
Don't do what I did.
Yeah, don't be like me, right? Anyway, so let's wrap this up and right? Ready to wrap out and end the show here? See, we're trying out this new how we're wrapping up the show or starting the show, right? So remember, you started off.
I'm going through all of the references of wrapping it up that are in my head and trying not to say any of them.
Anyway, so
I'm Kevin, and he's Paul, and
I'm the rhythm.
And I'm the riff, and it's riffs and rhythms because riffs are better. That's why they mention them first.
He just, never mind.
It was his idea to put it that way, just so you know.
Well, he talked to me and he coerced me. So, yeah, again, thanks, Scott, a lot for the beverages tonight there, for House of Wine, Beer, and Spirits. So check them out there. Follow them on their socials. And, motorcycle beer. Cheers.
Motorcycle beer. Cheers.